So 6 months ago, my life fell completely apart. I mutually ended a 10-year relationship. I lost my father in October. Just before Christmas, my ex took me to court and had me evicted from my home. And on the same day, I was fired from my 10-year management job because next year the company's going in a different direction. Everything I had built, gone. In the span of a few months, I lost my stability, my security, my sense of home, and the people that I always thought would be there. I found myself standing in the wreckage of my life, trying to understand what the hell had just happened. If you've ever been in that place where it feels like life just ripped the ground out from under you, you know how easy it is to spiral, to feel hopeless, to want to give up. But here's the thing. I didn't. I kept showing up. I kept moving forward one step at a time. And today I want to share with you exactly how I did that. What I'm doing right now to rebuild after losing everything. Because healing doesn't happen all at once. It happens decision by decision, action by action, day by day. And I want to walk you through the exact steps that I'm taking to get my life back. Hey everyone. In case you don't know me by now, I'm Christopher Kill, armchair philosopher, and your autodidactic guide to our holographic reality. Now today I'm not here to talk about abstract theories of healing. I'm not here to give you ideas that sound good in a book but don't work in real life. I'm here to tell you exactly what I've done and what I'm doing now to rebuild my life one step at a time after it felt like everything had collapsed. Because healing isn't about waiting for things to get better. It's about choosing to move forward even when you don't know what's coming next. So let's get into it. So the first thing I had to do was accept reality. And let me tell you, that was the hardest part. I fought it for a long time. I wanted to believe there was a way to fix things, a way to go back, a way to change the past. But there wasn't. When life, as you know it, disappears overnight, your mind doesn't want to believe it. You replay everything, trying to make sense of it, trying to change something that's already set in stone. But the longer you fight what is, the longer you stay stuck in what was. I had to sit with the pain and accept that my life was no longer the same. And that was terrifying. But to some degree, it was also freeing. Because once you stop trying to force things back into place, you make room for something new to be built. I lost everything that I thought had made me stable. Everything that made me me. And when that happens, it's easy to feel powerless, like you're drifting out of control. But I realized I still had control over one thing. One very important thing. Myself. I couldn't control losing my job. I couldn't control the mistakes that I made in my past relationship. I couldn't control my father's passing. But I could control what I did next, and I had to start there. This wasn't about making some grand comeback overnight. It was about making small decisions every single day, such as what time I woke up, what thoughts I allowed into my mind, what actions I took even when I didn't feel like it. The more I focused on those things, the more I realized that no matter what I had lost, I still had the power to rebuild something new. Losing everything throws your life into chaos. And in chaos, the mind panics. It looks for something to hold on to, something steady and familiar. I knew I had to create my own stability, even if it was just through small daily habits. So I started by giving myself structure, waking up at the same time every day, even when I had nowhere to be. Writing a few things down every day that I was grateful for, even when I didn't feel like it. Getting outside and moving around in nature, even when my energy was completely drained. Now, these things weren't fixing everything, but they were grounding me. And sometimes that's all you need to start all over again. Not a perfect plan, just a foundation to stand on. Now, I spent a lot of time being angry, and honestly, I had every right to be. At my ex, at my old boss, at the circumstances that felt completely unfair. But after a while, I realized that the only person carrying that anger was me. Holding on to it wasn't changing anything. It wasn't making my life any better. It was just keeping me feeling stuck. Now, letting go of that anger didn't mean I was okay with what happened. It meant that I was choosing to stop letting it control me. I was choosing peace, even when I didn't have closure, even when things didn't feel fair, even when things completely sucked. Because at the end of the day, I realized that my energy was better spent building my future than resenting my past. Now, this was the most important part for me, just taking one step forward, no matter how small it was. Because when you lose everything, it's easy to feel paralyzed, like there's too much to do, too many problems to solve, too many decisions to make. But the truth is, you don't have to fix it all at once. You don't have to make all those decisions all at the same time. You just have to take the next step. Now, for me, that meant applying to new jobs, even when I didn't feel motivated. It meant reaching out to new people, even when I wanted to isolate. It meant sitting down and finishing my book so that I could share this message with you, even though some days I'm not sure what tomorrow will bring. It meant making small daily choices that have started to add up. And through this journey, I haven't had to do it alone. Over the past few months, I've met someone who's reminded me that I was never truly broken, that I've always been whole, and that no matter what happens between us, I'll always be grateful for that. Grateful for that reflection, the kindness, the reminder that love in all its forms is what keeps us moving forward. Sometimes the right person comes into your life not to fix you, but to show you that you were never as lost as you thought you were. And so before I know it, I wasn't in the same place anymore. I'm moving forward. It didn't happen overnight, and it certainly hasn't always been pretty. But every step brings me closer to rebuilding something better. 6 months ago, I lost everything, but I didn't lose me. And if you're in a place where life has knocked you down, I want you to know that you're not done. This is just a chapter, not the whole book. Now, if this message resonated with you, check out my new book, Fractal Healing, Reclaiming the Pieces of Yourself Through Love, Loss, and Growth. It's available now on Kindle, and by the weekend, it should be available in hardcover and paperback on Amazon. Join the discussion on Facebook at Fractal Consciousness Theory, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Christopher Kill for more videos like this where we explore in depth our relationship with our holographic reality. Drop me a comment below. What's one step you're taking today to move forward? I want to hear your story. Until next time, stay curious and stay hopeful.